Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamecast, episode 422. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Guest, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
And Corey Feinsod.
Hey, guys.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome to the Gamecast. This is our massive matchup episode, Black Friday / NPD. Unfortunately, Tony's not here. He had an emergency at work. So I'm in a pretty good mood tonight because I'm off tomorrow. So
nice.
Miller time. That's not Miller. That's not Miller Lite, but yes. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into this podcast. Sorry, I gotta get my news. My news was not opened. I'm sorry.
What have you been up to, Jim?
What we've been up to, yeah. So yeah, I've been playing a lot more of Red Dead Redemption, and I've gotten a lot more frustrated again. And I hate, like, I'm finishing this game. There's no question.
I heard the ending is very satisfying.
Oh, really? That's good. So I just rode. I don't know how many minutes. It took probably 5 to 10 minutes to ride to where I needed to go for this mission. I get there, and I was being chased by bounty hunters because I have a bounty on my head. So I was like, okay, well, I'll get away from them. So I did. I killed 2 of them before they got to me, and I got away. So then I got to the mission guy. He was sitting on a ledge, and I went to go up to talk to him and said, you can't talk to this guy right now because of some issue.
Because of your recent crimes or something.
Yeah, I never had that happen before. So
that happens to me all the time.
So I ended up. This is where the game kind of breaks for me because I should be able to start that mission. Who cares about a wanted crime in that area if I'm not near the town? But over across the ridge was more bounty hunters by this bridge, and they weren't even looking for me yet. They were just standing there, I guess, waiting, expecting me to go that way. But I didn't go that way. I went off-road to find the guy.
Did you have the red on your map indicating that they're there?
Yes.
That means you're in like fight mode pretty much.
Oh, great. So I went and I hid in bushes. Like I went in and I'm like, I'll take my sniper rifle out and I'll pick them one at a time. No problem. So I hid in the bushes, and I'm not even kidding you that I got down, I crouched, I pointed my sniper rifle. The second that I pointed my sniper rifle across the gorge, they ran at me.
Should be able to pick them off, Jim.
Couldn't even get a shot off first.
Jeez.
So
all I hear is like how much you complain about this game.
It's not perfect. It's like I said, this game is extremely antiquated in my opinion. And then I couldn't get in. So I went to go pay my bounty. So I'm like, you know what? I have $2,500 on me right now in this game. So I'm like, let me go pay the bounty off. It's $120. So I rode to the post office. It wouldn't let me pay. I walked into the post office. The guy's taking cover. I'm like, no, I don't want to rob you. I want to pay and it wouldn't let me pay. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So I had to sit outside of town and wait like 5 to 10 more minutes and then walk into town, and then he'd let me pay.
Mm-hmm. No, and again, I've been playing it too as well, and I'm liking it more because I'm just further in, like getting more of the gameplay loops, like the ideas. I still don't understand the cores and what's temporary and what's permanent as far as your like health and all that stuff. But that whole system makes no sense to me, and I've been playing. I'm at least like 20 hours into this game. It's a shitty system because it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, but aside from that, so I'm I'm on chapter 4. I don't know where you are.
4.
You're in 4 too.
Yeah.
So you're to a slightly more crowded area.
Yes, and that's I told you that's just chaotic. It's just absolutely chaotic for me.
And
I've run into people and I've had bounties that I'm just like, dude, I mean, I'm sorry. I come around a turn, you should not be standing there.
Yeah, I've had the bounty for just running someone over with my horse in the city. But the worst bounty that actually happened twice is I was just frustrated with something. I think maybe I just got like cleared out by poker, which I'm pretty sure the other characters cheat. Like I don't understand like those odds seem off to me.
Did you go and play poker as a mission yet? In chapter 4.
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay, that was a cool dude, Corey. There was an awesome like it felt like Maverick scene.
I'm looking forward to that because I really liked playing poker in the previous game, except I remember
Maverick.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember in the old game one of the things that made poker interesting is you had that cheat option, and the way you cheated in the first game was you would have an extra card just on you, but you had to like actually like real time use that card toward your advantage to like switch out to make your hands better, and it wasn't guaranteed that you would win. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
I don't think I've lost a hand in poker.
In this version?
Yeah, I mean, I fold. I play it like the way I know how to play Texas Hold'em. So like I fold on crappy cards, but every time I play, I've won.
I've If I folded on all the crappy cards I had, like actual poker, like I would be sitting there forever.
Yeah, but I just sometimes
after a while I'm like, well, I put $5 in, and now like you said, like at this point in the story you get a bit of money. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait around. So, but like I don't know, it seems a little stacked.
No,
but anyway,
yeah, go on.
That's beside the point. I was frustrated, so I just decided to antagonize like 3 people in a row, and then the cops were called on me for disturbing the peace. I didn't even like touch anyone, and they start shooting at me for talking to people.
Man,
meanly.
Back in the day, you couldn't disturb the peace. This is why things are out of control nowadays, because now you can.
I like more or less called like 3 people in a row like ugly, because like his antagonistic like options aren't even that bad either. No. He's just like, you're ugly, what are you looking at, or something like that. And then like the cops were called on me and they shot me and they killed me for talking to people.
Oh man.
And also I've lost 2 horses, mostly just to like impatient driving.
Why don't you just, if you like him so much, why don't you just revive the horse?
Because then I get killed by bounty hunters before I have time. I was trying to run away. I lost one like off. I hit a object, flew overhead, and then like while I'm trying to like regain my bearings, that's when I got like shot. And so it's strange because sometimes it feels like they can one-shot you when other times you're like a bullet sponge. And
it depends on what they hit you. There's the headshot still.
I guess.
So, and then I had a mission the other day where I had to lasso somebody, and I did, and I got off my horse to get him tied up, and the rope breaks if you get off on the wrong side of the horse. So,
maybe I've had someone, although I might have been within the sort of story, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, so I had to run him down, and so what I did was I was chasing him, and I'm like, wait, I kept getting close, and I kept lassoing and kept missing. So I'm like, what the hell? At this point, I'm like, I'm on foot, and I'm following him. I'm like, why didn't I just grab my horse? But I'm like, if I go back now, I might fail this mission because it made me fail the other day. So I'm like, I don't want to do that. So I'm like, let me just keep running after him. So I kept running after him, and finally I shot him. It said you weren't supposed to kill him. So I actually shot him, and I aimed for his leg, and it actually worked. It didn't kill him, and that was great. I was like, awesome. And it slowed him down. So then I'm like, I am literally on his back, like and I stop, and I get the lasso, and I throw it, and it misses. And I'm like, what the hell? So I did it again, and I kept missing. This is like going on for like 5 minutes. So finally I get him lassoed and tied up, and guess what? I got to carry him all the way back to where I was because my horse is way out of whistle range at this point. So it took another 5 to 10 minutes to get back to where I was going.
That's the other thing I do in this game now that I've learned. I just whistle constantly. If I'm not near I just whistle constantly to make the horse not go too far away from me.
They needed fast travel in this game. They needed fast travel in this game.
It's all one way. And
it's one-way fast travel, and I got stuck with having to ride.
Is this one way back to your camp or something?
No, one way from your camp.
It's the opposite. From your camp, there's train stations. Although it seems like some train stations don't like count for some reason.
Yes.
And then there's carriages which are right next to train stations, so they're totally useless. I don't understand why they even exist.
You cannot quick travel back to your camp at all. I was like, well, let me go hit the stagecoach. It's actually close to me, so I'll walk over. I rode over there. I'm like, stagecoach. I'm looking for the place. I'm like, I can't go to my camp or anywhere near it. So what am I supposed to do here? I'm riding back for 5 to 10 minutes again. So I would say
I can't imagine. I just can't do this game.
Half the game is riding. Half the game at least.
Also, I got legitimately robbed like through cutscene like for like $300 like, and like I have not gotten that back. Like like a bad thing just happened to me, and like it might have been 500, and I just lost like a shitload of money in this game.
But there's a story. There's a story cutscene. By the way, you got to the great part of my favorite part of this story was in chapter 3, with it was like, I don't want to give up details, but there's an awesome sequence in chapter 3 where it's kind of feels like a Western, walking up to a place with a bunch of guys. But there was a point where I got robbed of $1,000, and I got it back though at the end of that sequence. You didn't get it back?
No.
because I'm thinking you're talking about the same sequence.
I mean, it wasn't the main. It wasn't the main story.
Oh, mine was the main story. Okay.
There wasn't children involved.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So, anyways, all right. But yeah, I mean, listen, I'm playing the game. I'm gonna finish the game. It's not terrible, but it's not my game of the year without a doubt. Like, there's no question in my mind. This is not even close to a game of the year contender.
It's just even beyond like these are sort of like maybe even like difficulty or balancing issues, but like just interface is so bad. Like that's
why I said antiquated.
Yeah, I got a bounty on me because the horse was at the wrong angle and I accidentally pressed, I tried to jump over something and instead I went on someone else's horse because that's the same button.
Yeah.
And that's a bounty. Or, again, I told you earlier where you press the same button to like look at someone and talk to them as you do to aim at them if your gun is out, and that's instantly hostile and like
that's why I hated. Yeah, it's
just bad.
The only thing I can think of is that I don't know. You have to hit the left bumper to put that back, and it's just like there's certain things that we've learned in this day and age where in gaming they can just do this for you, and the problem is like they went too realistic with this game. They went too far. I mean,
it's not even that. It's just hard to juggle like the inputs the way they want you to, remember everything.
Well, that's the thing is you only have so many buttons, and like they can't read your mind, so they want to make it real as possible, but you're limited to actual actions on the joystick. And
anyways, whatever. Corey, what have you been playing?
Mostly Destiny and the Dragalia Lost.
Are you guys? Oh, I mean, I was going to get into Black Friday here, but never mind. So we'll get into that in a little bit. I was going to say, like, what are you guys looking for? Because I'm actually going to be in the market for a game, looking for recommendations, actually. But we'll get to that. Mm-hmm. Let's get into the gaming news here and talk about, I think NPD came out, but let's get into last week's news of publishers are saying early access is boosting sales for special edition games. So what happens is obviously you're getting a week earlier in the game. You get to start the game if you buy the special edition of something, and that's apparently getting people into the game earlier. And I understand that with like Call of Duty, but like this is happening across the board a lot for a lot of people. This is why we're seeing it more and more. I think, right? Yeah, Forza saw it. Yeah, so they get that early access deal, and it's like, so this
NBA has it all the time.
This is happening then going forward. Like this is out there now. It's going to happen more and more.
The game comes out on Tuesday or come out Friday the weekend before.
Yeah, I think that like that's. I mean, I don't like it, but I'll wait till Tuesday. It's fine. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, why don't you like it? I mean,
I don't hate it.
Just the early access, like giving you the special edition. Like, let's say
it's a
steelbook,
but that's what I'm saying.
And you get like little patches and stickers and posters and art books and stuff.
Like that stuff. I understand that, but that's what you're paying for extra. I think we should all play
and plus now you're getting it 4 days early or whatever. Why not?
We should all play that game at the same time, but whatever.
It depends.
That's my problem.
Like, well, why though?
Well, I don't know, because it's like
it reminds me of pre-orders a little bit, like that when they were first new. It's like, why would you do that? That's like cheating.
Well, you only do that if it's like it's gonna sell out. Because things used to sell out.
Yeah, I know.
But they don't sell out anymore because you can just get digitally too. Which digitally you should not have like items go out like selling out digitally, but somehow it happens too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You're right, but
unless it's a competitive game where it's going to give them an edge that you're playing and you don't like competitive games anyway, like what does it matter if
it's not my type? Yeah, I mean, I thought about it today is like I don't play multiplayer games, and that's great. I play games for something different, I guess, than a lot of people. So I don't know. I play it for that experience of it's like my book. I don't expect other people to read next to me when I read a book. So it's like video games are my book. It's like an escape, and I don't need to play against other people. But anyways, sorry, that's another topic. Anyway, let's move on. Digital only Xbox One coming in 2019. I've heard that's a rumor.
So that means like no discs, guys. Like, so you're not putting a disc into your system. This is what they wanted to do originally, right?
Yes.
So why does it need to be a system?
Okay, so here's because they haven't gotten that streaming thing down yet, and that will be next generation. I bet you there will be their streaming service coming straight to your TV. But right now they're launching this console the way they originally thought about launching it, and with much better PR from this automatically. But they're offering you, even from what I heard, if this comes out, they're going to be offering you to take your discs that you have and make them digital on the Xbox. So you can actually transfer them into a digital code. So you don't have to rebuy anything. You can just transfer purchases.
And then when they lose the rights to certain games, they'll just take them off your Xbox.
Well, that's the other fear. Like, I mean, that's the fear.
Wasn't there like a movie studio that did that, where like the Warner Brothers did that or something, where you could like convert your DVDs to...
Yes, yeah, Warner Brothers does it. I mean, Walmart does it, actually. You go to Walmart and do it. Yeah. They convert it to digital. So basically there's a key code out there. They'll just give you the key code for like $2 or something like that if you bring it in. Warner did it for free for a little while, but Microsoft...
I like not that I mean, it's like a Roku or an Apple TV.
Sure.
Or
if it drops the price of it, if it lets them sell their system for like $150 or whatever it is, I mean, why not?
I just don't like that.
The disc drive is probably the cheapest thing in that system too.
Sure.
I just think there's dangerous implications with the whole digital only movement.
And
there is, absolutely.
It's unfortunately the way.
Same thing with music. I mean,
it's unfortunately the way we're moving. I mean, it's just it's going to be two systems next generation, in my opinion. You'll have two options for the Xbox. You'll have your digital only console, and you'll have your other system at launch. And you can pay a little less for the system, and they might entice you to that digital by making it $50 less. Granted, we all know that drive costs $5, but they might do it to push you towards the digital. But you're right, Mike. I mean, I understand. I'm that way with movies, though. I like to have the disc, but I only watch the digital version. I like getting both, and that's what I can see in the future of it doing. So why not give us that same idea that Blu-ray is doing, where you have your games and you buy your discs, but you never actually put them in the system. You just use the key code to use the game.
Well, now, it's very close to that right now, where you just put it in the disc in.
No, but I understand that, but you're worried. Yeah, but I'm saying like not even have to put the disc in. So you just basically pop the code in, disc stays in its case. Now, if that game goes off the market or you lose internet connection and you can't play your games, you pop your disc in and then you can still play.
Not on a digital only system.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
Also, the other thing I'm thinking of is, well, I forgot now. You knocked it out of my head.
Sorry.
Keep going.
Yes, I mean that's what I would say. I would get the system with a drive, and now my camera's all. Oof.
Oh yeah. The other thing is you only have so much hard drive space, and then if you need to buy like external drives. But for someone like me who doesn't really bother with that too much, I like having the discs because I can uninstall and reinstall them over and over in the same space and not really have to worry about that.
But I like the digital purchases thing where it follows you wherever you go.
Yeah, that happened.
The digital purchasing
happened with a handful of games from like the 360 to the Xbox One far.
No. Wait, just hear me out here, Mike. This is the same idea from an iPhone and Android. So whenever you buy a new device for these things, everything you have app store purchase wise follows you to the new device. Now, the fact that Microsoft's already establishing this now with this generation, this Xbox One, it's going to just extrapolate out over time where you're going to have this massive library that you can just download your items to your new system. So like, I honestly think
except the ones where there's licensing problems.
Yes, but I honestly think that next generation, we're going to still have Xbox One on the market for a while because I think that their games they make can play on that system for a while, but then will play on the other system at the same time. It's kind of compatible.
It's probably likely. Again, like we had a year or two ago, both companies, Sony and Microsoft, tried to future-proof their current systems with these half iterations. So I'm a little puzzled why we're even like looking next year or the year after at like totally new hardware, unless they have a real out there idea like this.
I mean, technology jumps so quickly, Mike. Like they could be light years ahead of what they are right now. As far as
I don't believe that. You know how like this last generation, as far as like if you play like a launch type of game and like compare it to stuff now, like is it better? Does it look better
on Xbox One X? It is.
Not really.
Oh, that's noticeable.
Not substantially. Like I don't know. Like
for me, like
this is the first generation this is the first generation that I don't really see any like definite like difference between like early generation and late generation games. Like graphically, they like look all the same to me. Like I don't think.
Yeah, I would say it's less drastic improvements. You're right.
Big improvement this generation. Now again, we're 5 years in, which used to be like late, and doesn't seem late now after an 8-year generation. last time.
Like, I understand there's more resources we need in these games to make them run better. Red Dead Redemption is one of those games where I see frame rate issues like crazy, and it's a big game. I understand that, so I'm not complaining about the performance of the game because I know how big it is. But would I want it to run butter smooth? Yeah, I would. Like, it would be amazing to have that game running at 60 frames per second.
Frames is what. That's what's missing in console right now.
If you get 60 frames per second games, Mike, you can't.
I've had 60 frame per second games.
I know
Certain
that
games are like that. That's not important.
Wait. Now you've experienced.
Do you think it matters with the shitty controls of Red Dead? How many frames per second anything happens there?
No, but you can't.
But it would just make it looser.
But you can't even argue the fact that you've now played Halo 5, right?
Yeah.
How different does that game feel?
That's compared to what? The previous Halo?
Yeah, the previous Halo.
I can't tell the difference. It's been too long.
Oh, wow. I noticed 60 frames immediately.
I can't tell the difference at all.
Yeah. Play Last of Us 2.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
But Last of Us in 60 frames compared to, because they give you the option 60 or 30 whatever, and it's like, whoa, that's a big difference.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Sony's now skipping E3.
Okay.
Which again seems like indicates that they're working on their next system.
It's funny, they come out and say, "Oh, we're going to skip E3," and then Nintendo comes right out and says, "Oh no, E3 is very important."
Yeah, I did like that little capitalization there.
It is funny, but like Nintendo is still like in the younger part of their console generation, which is
totally, but it seems funny because they're the ones that are most like you know what, E3 doesn't matter, and like we're gonna do our own thing. They were the first they double down on E3 after somebody says we're not even gonna do it.
Yeah.
Well, they're not gonna actually be there though. They're still gonna do their E3
the Treehouse,
event, right?
Yeah, I mean the thing is here, Sony's got nothing for us at that time right now. There's nothing planned, so I mean the fact that they canceled
should be out by then, right?
They canceled, but they canceled PSX and E3. I mean, what are they doing?
There's secret stuff. Working on PS5, which will be out. It's too far away for them to promote.
Yeah.
Freaking ridiculous. I mean, the Spider-Man console selling out everywhere right now.
Yeah,
no, it's ridiculous. I really don't think they should be like working so hard. I mean, that's clearly what's happening. That PS5 is in the works, but it's too far away to like.
The thing is like. I mean, I'm going to incorporate some news here into this conversation because PS4 just had its best. It actually had the best console month of October in the history of this generation. They're selling like hotcakes, and the fact that last week was their best week ever for a console. They just announced that in terms of stats, like their best week ever was like this week coming. This what's going on right now. Because they have the Spider-Man bundle with PS4. They're basically at $199. It's basically selling as much as they can make. And this is the best they've ever done in this week. Without a doubt.
Sold out like the first day that it was available. Yeah.
So more coming on the way. But like that's the thing. Like they're selling better now than they were than in the previous 5 years. So it made the $199 magic price point. That helps. But
I mean, they have a couple things coming up too that I really am looking forward to. Ghost of Tsushima and and Last of Us 2. Like,
whenever that comes.
And I'm assuming they'll be playable on PS4. I don't think.
No, they definitely will be. But the question is, will there be a better version?
Oh yeah, there'll absolutely be a better version.
Sure.
I don't know if they're coming out next year. Do you think they're coming out next year? Both those games.
Last of Us 2 is.
I think they're both coming out next year.
So then I don't think there's going to be a better version right then.
Not then, but there will be at some point.
Yeah, like The Last of Us last generation.
Yeah, I think they'll both be out. I think they'll both be on PS5 as well. But theoretically, PS5 should play PS4 games.
I mean,
you would hope.
Yeah, if they do it right.
Yeah, they do it right. Let's see. Rest of this NPD news. Call of Duty was number 1. Black Ops 4 was number 1.
I didn't see that coming.
It beat Red Dead Redemption 2 at number 2.
Pretty crazy still.
Odyssey was number 3.
That is actually pretty crazy.
It was pretty crazy, actually. Call of Duty outlasted Red Dead. Now it had the whole
month.
Call of
Duty came out in the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah.
But still, at the same time.
Beginning of the month, yeah. Red Dead only had 4 days in the month, right?
Yeah, but still, like you're going to sell the most you ever sell in the first weekend.
Yeah.
The first few days.
Well, I'm telling you, this game, that's my bet. I still stand by my bet with Tony about the fact that this game doesn't make the top 10 in 1 year from its launch.
Mm-hmm.
So after that,
I don't know. I mean, we haven't seen online yet, so
yeah, that's coming at some undisclosed time in the next 9 days.
So we'll see. Assassin's Creed Odyssey was 3. NBA 2K19 is 4. Super Mario Party at 5. Soul Calibur 6 had a very strong debut at 6.
It's on sale for $35. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. FIFA 19, Marvel Spider-Man, Marvel Madden NFL, WWE 2K19, and Forza Horizon 4.
I heard the WWE 2K was actually a good game this time. Where was the other one?
I don't think so. I've heard I've heard that they've all been pretty mediocre for a while now. But I don't know. I have to check that.
I haven't played a good WWE game since the Genesis, so
give me one more second, guys. Sorry.
Or maybe Nintendo 64.
The last WWE game I played was, I think, PlayStation 3 game, which was okay. But then I'm like,
you, Jim. Please. I triggered my Siri somehow. We see you. It's interesting.
Technology, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Wrestling games. I used to love wrestling games just for the creative wrestlers.
Oh yeah. But now you can have the best. The other stuff.
Yeah, pretty much everything. But I don't know. I feel like they've been a bit lackluster in like the last 10 years, pretty much.
Yeah, and then to fill out the rest of that, we have Forza Horizon 4, Lego DC Super Villains, I should say.
Yeah.
My Hero One's Justice. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Mario Kart 8 still holding strong. Grand Theft Auto 5 still there.
Yep.
Super Mario Odyssey, Diablo 3, Legend of Zelda, and Ninja 19. It's funny, like Diablo 3 is on the list now. I'm assuming the Switch game and the Eternal Collection.
Sure, that boosted it up, and I'm interested in it on Switch, but not for $60. So
no, that's what sucks too, is because on Xbox and PS4 it's $20.
Yeah, it needs. I will buy the game. I will tell you this: the Switch gets a $10 bump. I will pay $30 for that game, for Switch.
Okay,
that's my buy line. So
no, I almost bought it, but because I still have GCU, so I almost picked it up.
Nice,
but I was like,
nope, it's a $30 game. It is. I'm sorry.
I just don't want the physical version on the Switch. I don't want this carts for my Switch. I want to put it all on my memory card. I spent $100 on or whatever.
See, Corey's going all digital there. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. What do we have here? We have Black Friday still. We have our. Do we have our? Well, we can.
Let's
do Black Friday.
Do that now.
Let's do Black Friday.
Right.
So Black Friday is coming up. Obviously, it's Friday. Big shock there. So let's talk about some game deals, guys. We didn't actually compile a list like we normally do. So I'm going to have
to talk about the Spider-Man bundle. That bundle for PlayStation 4, if you can find it, is $200 with Spider-Man, which is one of the best games of this year.
I mean,
you cannot beat that.
It's kind of crazy, actually. It's probably why it's selling so much. Like, if you didn't have a PlayStation up until now, like, you have like 4 at least top tier exclusives on that game that you need to experience.
And the crazy thing is, if you have a Slim and don't have Spider-Man, you could trade your Slim in right now for $175 at GameStop and be paying, $25. I think it's like $30 $35 for Spider-Man and a brand new PS4. So it's pretty good deals they got at GameStop trading wise.
Yeah, I'm. I have to say that
bundles as well.
The Xbox bundles are good with games, but it's not cheaper. I expected to see like a $150 bundle or something like that, and it's only $199 or.
Well, still, it's the same. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get the $200.
They're pushing the X console, which is $399 at a lot of places.
But and they have the bundles for like $429 or something like that with like Battlefield and stuff.
Nothing really for Switch, right? Hardware wise,
not sales. I mean, they have. I think they had a $299 with Mario Party or something. Or is that Mario Kart? One of those Mario games. So
no, I think for us, like the big thing is the game sales. There's a bunch of games for $29.99. At like I saw GameStop actually has them for $27 for like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. WWE 2K19 was on there. There's a whole list of stuff. Actually, they did like a $2 cheaper than these other, Target and Best Buy and Walmart's got their $25 games. There's a lot out there. I mean, is there anything you guys have an eye on? Or
I saw Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle for $20, but it sold out immediately.
Oh, did it? Okay. Yeah. All right. I think for me, game-wise, I really want to get another game because I know that I'll be done with Red Dead probably before the end of this month. And for me, it's like I'm not that I'm not enjoying that game. I just don't care to experience the world as much as everybody else does. So it's like I'm playing the game. When I finish chapter 5, the story, I'm finished with the game. So I'm gonna have to pick out something else to play. And I'm like, I don't know what the next game's gonna be, but I think I'll be buying it Friday. I just don't.
Do you want a filler game, or do you want something that's gonna be more meaty?
Filler for what though? That's the thing.
Being like Soul Calibur 6 is kind of like a filler game. You're not going to be investing too much.
But I think Soul Calibur 6 is a game I can get anyways, plus another game.
Yeah, that's why.
That's game. $35 Soul Calibur 6.
You know what I heard? I heard Mortal Kombat XL. I heard Mortal Kombat XL was $5 someplace. Is this true?
Digitally, it's $5 for PlayStation.
That's incredible. That's like an instant. This should be an instant buy for people. And
I got it for $10 last year.
the Game of the Year edition of Injustice is $20. $18,
I think.
Oh, $18. $18. Yes.
And what was it? Arkham. Return to Arkham. Both first two Arkham games, $5.
Oh, are they digital?
Arkham is digitally.
Oh, okay, good. I'll get that too. I'll have to pick that up.
Arkham Asylum is $10. So like if you want all 3 games, it's $15.
Oh, you mean Arkham Knight is $10?
Arkham Knight, yes. Arkham Knight.
Actually, believe it or not, I have Arkham Knight because I got it I got it last year for $5 or something like that at the Black Friday, and I never even opened it. It's sitting over here sealed. But I mean, for me, it's like I wanted to pick out a game like maybe Odyssey. I don't know.
The price is not a bad deal. If you like the theme, but it's like, I don't know, you don't like that style of game.
You don't like Ubisoft open world games.
No, that's my holdup. So it's like, what game can be that game for me is what I'm wondering. Like that's the thing. Like, what's on sale Black Friday? I'm gonna have to open up while we're doing this. We'll do this live here. We'll do this. Bring up a little Black Friday ad from Best Buy here because it's still going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, early access is going on for people at the
Black Friday. Yeah, I've been shopping. I haven't bought anything from Best Buy, and they've been having early access all week, and I haven't bought anything.
Yeah.
So I don't think their sales are that good. Like it's okay.
They're fine. Yeah.
I mean, I've already played Tomb Raider. Odyssey's $29.99. Monster Hunter's $29.99.
Monster Hunter's $19. So
$20. Where?
Monster Hunter World?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 11 is $29.99.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the Crash Insane Trilogy is $25 on Switch. It's $20 for Monster Hunter. You got Dragon Ball, which is great.
Dragon Ball Fighters. Yeah, I mean, Xenoverse is on there too. I think
I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think of a game that would be. The 30th anniversary collection is the crappy version, right? That's not what I want for Street Fighter, right?
Maybe I don't know.
That's not.
All I know is that for me, like, I know that Soul Calibur is a pretty good chance, but everything else, like, I was thinking of getting the Switch finally because of Smash Brothers, but that's not discounted much.
Yeah.
No.
It's amazing to see
$20 right now. Like, people are going to pay the full price for that stuff.
I mean, the $20 Diablo 3 is so like because I know how much I love that game, and I got $27 on trade. I remember that from GameStop. Like after I already played hours upon hours of that game years after. So even though I buy that, I'd still would have made money off of that trade-in. Persona 5 is $25. That's cool to read. They didn't come out with any gold edition of that, did they?
No.
I didn't play New Game Plus of that, so I don't know. It's like there's so many games on here. It's more like go to the store and try to figure it out. Shaq Fu for $15.
Oh, we're all getting Fallout 76, right?
Yeah, see that's a game that just lost me. You know what you can't do in that game, Mike? You can't just pick up clothes because you have to buy clothes.
I mean, PlayStation VR is on sale for $200 with 2 games.
Yeah, I wish that was $150 actually. $150, I'd think about it. No, Astro, what's his name? Astrobot is like supposed to be excellent. Game of the Year quality.
Yeah, I mean, I've played VR now, so I know what it's about, but I don't know if I want to spend that much time. And
if you don't have a Pro either, don't bother.
Yeah. I mean,
I do have a Pro now.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I just feel like I don't know. See, like there's nothing really on this list for me that at the $30 line. I don't really see anything I want to buy except for maybe
Dragon
Odyssey.
Quest 11, man. I would say if you want a really good RPG, I've heard nothing but good things, and for half price, that sounds like a pretty good deal. But it's a really meaty game. I mean, you're talking 100 hours.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I got to finish up. I still have to finish. I will finish Ni no Kuni now, but I only have like 4 more hours in that game, I think, roughly. So
for me, I need to decide if I think the following year is going to be so devoid of anything that I can invest in getting what I hope would still be a cheaper deal on something like Odyssey, which I really don't want to play anytime soon, that I might get to sometime later next year when nothing's going on.
Yeah.
I
mean, you're probably not going to get it cheaper than $30.
I mean, how well do you think Black Ops 4 sells at $45 at Target?
Well,
yeah, I think that's going to sell like crazy, that game.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I just don't see Sea of Thieves. No, it's not worth it. I don't know.
I mean, you get Game Pass, you get Sea of Thieves. So
I know, that's the thing. So I'll just get a game. I have Game Pass. I just haven't redeemed the code yet. So controllers are really cheap, guys. If you're looking for a controller, they're all like save like $40 on things.
That's good too.
Everybody's got that. Everybody's got that $199 PlayStation 4 if you can find it. That's the key right there. I see only Walmart though. I'm sorry, this goes back. Oh no, they do have $9 4Ks at Target. Okay, I'm going to Target. Going to Target on Thanksgiving Day. But I don't know. We'll see what I end up with. But anything else you guys have your eye on for Black Friday or?
I mean,
there's others like home things that I'm looking at.
Sure.
But like as far as like what's relevant here, obviously I mentioned in the movie cast, I want to get a sound bar if I can find a sound bar.
Yeah.
Game wise, it's like I'm so invested in Destiny. It's hard for me to actually pull myself away from that game.
Yeah.
They're doing such a good job putting out new content.
I will say that I will say I'm bummed with GameStop's trade-in stuff. They haven't really been doing any promotion. So I'm sitting on a stack of games right now, and I'm like, there's some great sales on Black Friday where I'm thinking tomorrow maybe I'll go trade these games in to get credit to just go pick up stuff because I can get, I mean, I have God of War, which I'm not going to touch again, and I still have Shadow of the Colossus, which I'm not going to touch again because it's a great game, but it's a one-time playthrough experience, really. Yeah. So I might go flip some games tomorrow, and even though they don't
credit.
Yeah, but they don't have any like trading like bonuses. And I always like to, but by the time you get the bonuses, the value's so low. So now I'm like, well, I don't know, but I'm going to go there because I actually, believe it or not, being a wrestling fan now, I might get WWE 2K19 from them at $27 with trading credit.
Good price, yeah.
Yeah, because the Creator Wrestler and that's supposed to be amazing. So
I mean, that's the reason we always got these games.
Yeah,
sure.
I really like them. Also, I like the older wrestlers back.
Sure,
in the day.
yeah. The WCW versus NWO was one of my favorite wrestling games. Yeah. So, all right.
I think. I mean, I can't imagine Black Ops not being the #1 game again.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's going to be.
What about
Battlefield? No.
The later edition of Red Dead 2. You don't think after the 4 days they had from this month, you don't think a big chunk of that's going to be in this next one?
I think it's not necessarily single player games right now. There's no multiplayer. They don't have the same word of mouth.
Yeah,
you play Halo 5 right now, Mike, because of your friends. It's like people buy Black Ops because their friends are playing Black Ops.
No, I know that.
Buy Red Dead because their friends are playing Red Dead.
If are we just looking at the NPD for next month, or are you just talking about Black Friday in general?
I'm talking about in general. You have Black Friday helping with $15 off. I mean, gonna be killing it. I'm almost gonna buy it because of that. One of those games. It's like, I can just quickly play this and not have to.
Yeah, I don't even want to mention it to my friends because then I'll have to get it.
Dude, some of these values are just awful at GameStop. Sorry, not gonna. I'm looking up God of War right now. It's worth $9 on trade.
Nope, don't do it, Jim.
No, I don't know. They'll have a Flip-Ageddon at some point. $6 for Shadow Colossus, $8 for Ni no Kuni 2. If I wanted to trade that one, the only one that's got value is Kirby at $27.
That's because it's a Switch game.
Yeah. So
all the Switch games sell the sales on Switch games.
You know what?
Ridiculously.
I'm going there tomorrow. I'm getting rid of Kirby because I'm not playing it, and I'm going to get myself WWE. No, we're not really playing it, so I might as well just get rid of it at $27, and I'll get WWE that I will play.
There you go.
For the same price, just flip it. So,
cool.
All right. All right, so I think that's going to wrap up 422.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear what everybody else is looking out for.
Yeah.
You know, you guys out there, let us know what you're going to be picking up and looking forward to, and if you guys get some like gaming, like we talk about like gaming television, Jim, if you want to just throw it out here too. There's like
oh yes, I forgot to mention on here the TCL from Target, if you can find it. 55-inch TCL S405 is the model. It's their 4K HDR. It's not real HDR, but it's nice. It's a little brighter than normal LED edgelit LEDs. So it's a very nice gaming TV though. It's very low latency. Very low latency. It's very responsive. So that's the gaming choice TV for like entry level. And it's gonna be like, I think
if you want to buy a monitor,
yeah, like that's such a great deal. And I think it's
is that like 400?
I have it on my other screen. Hang on, I'm flipping to it right now. I think it was. Hang on, we're doing this live. $349.99.
Oh, geez, even better.
Yeah. Nice. So that's in store, I think only, and that is got a Roku TV built into it too. So,
and then it's not available now. Like when
it's on
this be Wednesday, but
yeah, it's a 5 p.m. doorbuster, but they might do an early access if you have a red card. I know I get access to it earlier, so that's a great TV. The other TV models I looked, and they're all like everything else coming up here is all special models, like they're all made for this. So I'm like, because I looked and I'm like, that's a real TV. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, no offense to these other TVs, but they're like, it wasn't made for Black Friday.
If you look at the Best Buy ad, the 3 TVs they show on the cover are all like
they're made for Black Friday. So
they have less ports, and they have like sometimes they don't have Bluetooth in them, and sometimes they don't have like the smart TV features. So it's got to be careful about.
Yeah. All right. That's going to wrap up 422, guys. Thanks for listening. Write us podcast at allycangeek.net. I think I forgot to do this on the MovieCast. Follow us on Twitter, AYCG, like us on Facebook, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're watching us on YouTube. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving, a very good one. Hope it's good food. Mm-hmm. Tune in next week to our movie and Gamescast. We'll talk about our spoils of war, I'm sure, and our great food. So thanks for listening. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.